First, we have Mr. Nishit Shah, Senior Director of Sales Engineering and UiPath. With over 2 decades of experience in IT and business process operations, Sir have been at the forefront of generations efficiencies through process standardization, improvement, and automation. His leadership at UiPath involves heading a team of technical productivity center, where he assists the vast possibilities of intelligent automation. Sir specializes in delivering proof of concepts and art of possible demos, making him a true visionary in the field. Welcome you, sir. I request Angela ma'am to felicitate, sir. Joining us, we have Mr. Dilip Vagdekar, a senior RPA developer at UiPath. Sir's journey in the world of intelligent process automation began after he graduated in electronics engineering in 2018. In just 4 short years, he has ascended the ranks, gaining experience as an RPA developer, team leader, and solution architect. Today, he serves as an expert and consultant at UiPath. When he leverages his expertise to help customers and prospects solve their business problems through technology. Sir embodies the spirit of innovation and continuous learning that is at the heart of our seminar today. Welcome you, sir. I request Angela ma'am to felicitate, sir. I encourage each one of you to engage actively, ask questions, and have a foster meaningful discussion. Let us seize this opportunity to learn, connect, and collaborate as we unlock the immense potential of robotic process automation. Thank you.
Again, my name is Nishit. I've been working since 2001. Primarily tried in business improvement. And then with automation came along, and realized that automation is great. People do business improvement, right? One of the things I was talking to some of you here, and they told me that they want this to be a very practical set. They do not want bookish information, right? I was the same. I do not want to get bookish information. But the onus of taking away something, this taking knowledge away from the session is with you, right? I say this with time. Be interactive, ask questions, right? Not to be measured. We are here to help you figure out what you can do better with your if you are here, right? What possibilities I have ahead, how you will that? And that's exactly what Dilip and I are coming here for. Be interactive, ask questions. Right? Anytime you want to get deeper knowledge, ask questions. Anytime you are not being clear, ask questions. Right? You can some people talking in cases, we talk about with AI, and we also we realize that you are doing some data science and AI. We talk about automation together. We help people your business and other industry. Okay, to start with, how many I have been through this presentation. You all from CIT. How many applications do you think an organization will? Right? You talk about any organization, like ICICI Bank, you talk about like KFC insurance, right? You talk about how many applications do you think the organization actually host and run to manage business? Yes. Yes, I'm application for I do understand these applications. Little bit of right? Some applications using organization to make their businesses run smoothly or efficiently. No, it's about 175 plus. Right? Small, large, all applications from right from email, access to server to access to the cloud. There are 175 applications. Now, what if I can 175 different applications that are meant for the same goal? I mentioned biological. Any thoughts? There are no answers. We have something called a limited coding, right? By limited coding, what we need is every data point, anything that happens to an application one. It will know the application, there are people processing, there are people validating that information. All that turns into a very consuming effort step. Cost data, right? And this is what nowadays like, right? Nowadays, most people will be doing, opening of applications, typing data, validating, checking, once they are checked, once these are the applications. And first, you must actually create this is of that, right? So what you want to do is there. How you what easier way to by using automation, right? And just how was it what would you and how that like including some industry use cases, implementation of not technology with machine intelligence. Thank you so much, Mr. Because I will see some videos, right? And I was so you're already learning and you can say and you can explore anything. Give some example. What robots can do? At least cover example. Let's say it's automation. What do you think it can do? Just when we start talking, that's it. Just one. See, that's right? So that's what we do. It can one time so that's the first use case we're going to talk about. But before we talk about the use case, let me set an example. So what we're going to do from now on this side. There are multiple use cases. Right? What we're going to do. So what we're going to do is understand this example first. Right? And this okay. So also my tracker and what will be end of the month, right? So you got my me, you what you have done as spend that month and then follow the time and pay. And at the end of the month, you go ahead and as a good child, submit your home, right? Now, yes, you have submitted your Excel, right? Your other family has also submitted Excel, right? Your mom, if your dad is head of the family, mom has submitted your brothers, sisters, and you. There is and and how so can you always right? So that is right. So how expenses how you can manage expense in an expense, right? As it was like 175 plus application being generally used in the organization. So here you are going to see that those going to communicate several applications. One might be Excel, right? Then we have PDF, document, email, CSOs, and terminal. This terminal. Have you seen Matrix movie? Yeah. You don't get you have a certain way. Right? That is what is being about, right? How expense is done in an organization. Does that make sense? Everything is clear. Anybody? So we'll start a video and let me know if the video voice is audible. If you hear, where all employees he or she has linked he or she you get any code, right? You also have that's what every employee has as well. Let me run little further this video. Yes. Now this is Excel. I hope it is visible. Okay. So this is data, right? Now what is going to read this data? Okay. Once reading this data, it's going to go in terminal. Okay. It's going to check what expense have you spent. It is going to get the data. Now once it's got data, it's going to check that account exists in Salesforce. Okay. Once it validates that the account exists, it is going to raise this expense application. Right. Then it's going to send a summary for the user. It will be like a summary for the user. So, and once that is done, it is going to go ahead and screen the what do you say position of that employee from SAP. So let me run this video. It is telling the same thing. It is going to screen it from the terminal. It is going to go in raise the expense in the sales for the account exists or not, and then it is going to create a Word document which would be something that would be converted to PDF, and then it would email the user. Extract the employee position from SAP and update the Excel. So the point dominant is right? It is only based on the and the purchasing SAP. Search for the employee, searching for the employee. Once I get an Excel, it is checking if the account exists for the employee. and it will raise an expense in this expense application. It's generated in the summary and it will send an email to the user, and eventually it will search for position. Now it is the second transaction, so second employee, and if account is not found, the bot will read the account. Here you see all the data has been updated by the bot. And this is the final which has been sent out to the user. That has been. Okay, now what we learned. Any comments? No. You are not opening the application at first place. The bot is doing its own job. So you are not doing anything such as opening the application, entering the data, nothing. It is already doing it on itself. Right? So that is the point. So but interact with multiple applications at the same time. That is what I was saying. Right? We are communicating with 7 different applications. Okay. Any queries? Good. Should we move to next use case? Sure. Okay, cool. Now we have automation travels. Everyone has traveled. Everyone has used some kind of website to book your hotels, right? If you visit Alibaba, okay, everyone knows where is Alibaba, right? And you want to book some website, right? And you just go ahead and start booking your hotel. Yeah, book a hotel. Now you're very excited on Saturday. You go on Saturday, you reach the hotel. But unfortunately, you don't find your hotel. What will happen? What you will do? What your instinct is now? You don't find your hotel. What you will do at the first place? Huh? Search for the next place. You have to pay money. You don't care about money. And you reach the address. I'm not crazy. Okay, and it is only a then what you will do? I'm just trying to open your mind. It is not we are not so basically you will call the customer care, right? And the customer care you will call customer care and you will say, so I have reached to the place but I can't find the hotel, right? And the customer care agent will say, sir, ABC hotel is in the next lane. There is XYZ hotel out there. Right? And as a nice person, you won't argue with that. But what has happened? The database of that website was not updated appropriately. Right? Everything was mismatched. Right? So this is where this use case comes into the picture. So I won't take the company where we have automated this. Right? So they reached out to us. So now they like 4 transactions, 4 updates or new transactions where they have to update this hotel location in their website. On daily, right? 7 members are working on this. I'll explain the use case and then ask you a question. Now they get one state code, pin code, city, and whatnot. They get all this data hotel first. What they do is they combine address one city, state, and zip code, and they put into Google Maps. Now, just breaking up here. Now, if I leave you in the life of situation, everyone has seen life of Pi, right? You don't have address, right? You can't tell I'm there. No, you can't do that, right? Specific and you can log it, right? Correct. That is how that. Now, what this gets us to do is concatenate one state code, zip code, and things like that, and put that in Google Maps.
In Google Maps, they used to do manually, okay? Just go ahead and capture that, elongate and update that text. But let me ask you this question, what do this show? Daily 400 transactions, splitting between 7 people, at least you have 50, 70, right? Would you like to do that? No, right? And then they reach out to us. And looking out for a solution, how we can do this in a shorter time. And how we can free the employees some meaningful work out there. Right? So what we do is we did the same thing. Copied, concatenated all the items like you and skateboard and so forth, and use Google APIs. Please Google this API, right? And you are able to execute 500 400 transactions, I guess, in just 2 minutes. Right? So this video I'm going to play. It's little slow, but let me know if you have any queries first, and we can do that. Any queries on the usage? I'll do it.
Let's have a look at the process steps of verifying because using Google Maps. The bot is going to repeat the itself, which contains order plus the factors. Further, the bot is going to remove the duplicate transaction before it verifies the address using Google API. Once all the duplicate transactions are removed, it is going to verify the address using Google Place's API. And finally, the bot is going to generate 3 works on data fields.
Now this is where it is showing how the Excel looks like.
Before we run the process, we'll have a look at the info containing many addresses. To verify the address using Google Maps API, we are going to type the address online, city, and zip code.
Now this is how Excel looks like. Right? It has ID, it has like one city, postal code, and I don't know what else. Code. This is what the contact it and send that to the Google API. And make it into password based. And move
Hello everyone, let's have a look at the process steps of verifying because using Google Maps. The bot is going to repeat the Excel, which will be 400 plus transactions. Further, the bot is going to remove the duplicate transaction.
in the meantime, the queries are getting.
Once all the duplicate
Now, what is the difference between last use case and this case? In the meantime, we will get over.
Before we run the process, we'll have a look at the process. To verify the address using Google Maps API, we are going to contain the address line, city, and state code.
It is just highlighting the columns that are going to be connected and set into the meeting. And the final file will be generated in the right? Because we need the data to show the business. And this is a simple workflow that you can see there is nothing much more we are doing. The bottom start now. Have you seen the studio presentation? Yeah. Are you aware that we can automate Excel? Automation, text automation. Yes. How about API? you haven't done. Okay. What is that? Just randomly at the video, like, there is nothing by happening here. What web scraping have you done? Say, I understand from that gentleman, like, recently automated response. Okay. Anyone else like to wait anything else? Who's here? Someone said who's here. Yeah, what do you do? Who's here? Okay, so read up. So it will take some time, but yeah, this sometimes gives, and then move to more interesting parts. I'm finding something different in this new piece. I'm just curious. Wow, get this out from you guys. I hope this is not doing as a theory. It's the context which has been generated. Let me pause this for a sec. And you see what the right? And this is done within 2 minutes, second for 4 I guess it was 5 minutes. So what is here, nothing is coming on the screen, right? Everything is happening in the background. There is no way to open. So I just want to we can go ahead and put permissions. When I say put, like you are API permission. Oh, that is the way to present it. Yes. Okay. Let's do it. What can you do with that? What do you think you can do? Just think about it. What we can do more. I know that it is also, but do you know what else we can do? Have you ever thought of implementing or making your robot smarter? Right. So now we know we can do automation, we can do API automation, but along with that, if you want to make your smarter, like tell them to take a decision, we can also do machine learning. Does that sound interesting? At least for you. Yeah. Okay. So what we can use. Just attention. Any example you must have with AI machine learning. Okay. Songs. Recording. Songs. Okay. What else? Right. Let's go to for. Right. Classifying basically. Cool. I know what you can automate. Using AI, that's what you can automate. But you know what you can APIs and automation, things like that. But do you know what process are you using? Yes. That is what strong, what do you say? Strong part of your purpose. It can actually understand. Not only on the screen, you're opening your desktop. Something inside this little machine. No, that is illegal. To be honest. Yeah, that is illegal. That is what we can't do I mean, we can if you want, but it's illegal. Okay, so the question is now how do we decide what to automate? This is where you have enterprise and just waiting a larger amount of your enterprise picture. So there are these three tools what we UiPath. Just we are using this, right? Rest of the right? So let's try to make sense of the entire picture and don't spend a lot of time. And I expect you guys also. So what we do understand what you're going for. And once you automate, you also have to maintain those automations, right? You have to manage those automations. That is where operating also comes. So you go ahead and discover what you want to automate, and then you go ahead and manage those automations. Sustain. Now, everyone must have reached here to college from your home location or from any location. You might take different routes, right? So if I want to come here, I would have taken train or either bus or either metro or Uber or Ola, right? Or either would have taken all these things that reached multiple routes out there. And I want to know, since I was coming over, I want to know what is the efficient way to come here, right? What is the efficient way to come here? What is the cheapest way to come travel here, right? If you have such type of course, right? That is where process mining can help you. Let me see if I can use pointer out. So this is where you are. Can you see the red dot? Okay. So if you have queries about your processes, just use process mining, right? To give you just an example of what we saw in the first slide about expense reporting. If you take unemployed data and how is happening, all this how much is it getting approved in the first go or is it getting back and forth with the approver and submitter? If you don't understand all this, I'm going to do does that make sense? I'm going to ask, does that make sense? But I really want you to make sense of what this. Okay. And that task mining. Okay, to give you a gist. Now, the entire process was from having location with another college, right? It's a complete process. Now, there are tasks. You get out of your house, you get your conductor, you get out of the bus, you contact relevant. Now, in that entire process, there are tasks. You want to understand. Let's say, if you want to go ahead and you are submitting to Google, someone is taking cash or someone is going and Shallow Pay or there are multiple applications through which you can pay. And if you want to see what is the efficient way of paying, how exactly the transaction is being done, what are the methods, you can use task mining for that. Okay. Okay. Just to get an idea, for the last 2 minutes, there is like a query slide you have to answer. Right? So make sure you are understanding the. Then we have communication mining. I'll talk about communication mining a little later in a very brief, like we have slides for that. Right? We are going to talk about that. Let's talk about idea capture management. Now, every college have festivals, right? Organized fest. Every college has cultural secretary, annual secretary, general secretary. Now, cultural secretary is asking, listening of what theme we should decide for this year, and he is out of his area. Now, what he will do is he will go ahead and say, "I'll poll out few options to all the students out in the college, like 1,000 students out in the college, and whichever option get like maximum votes." This is exactly what idea capture management tool does, right? it gathers information from the thousands of employees in the organization and see which is the relevant automation to go ahead and automate, which is the relevant process to go ahead and automate. To certain factors such as how much time I need to save. Is my employee going to be not doing this repetitive task again, right? Terms like return on investments. These are the factors it shows if you submit your idea out there. So it collects idea from thousands of employees in the organization, and someone can take a look over it. That is how you can discover what to automate and what not to automate. Clear? Any queries on the discover panel? No, right? Anything you want to automate? Okay, good. Let's go to the automate phase. So everyone has used your studio, right? I don't have to drop code, no code, because you know that's no code, load. You just have to drag and drop the activities, right? There is no doubt. UI and API, dragging the activities, you cannot do it. UI and API. Let's talk about process orchestration. Now, if you create an application, let me take a. Okay, if you create an application, you want to deploy, right? And then you track all the things out there, what is happening in that server, my server overutilized or underutilized or whatnot. That is what process orchestration does. You go ahead and once you create your automation, you go ahead and deploy it inside orchestrator. You can manage multiple hundreds of thousands of automations. Okay, it tells you what exactly at what time your bot is doing what. Right? When I say bot, it is robot based. IDP and integrated and like coming sites. We not go in detail about that. And in operate phase, I'm just going to give you an overview, right? If you develop an application and if you push that into production environment, what will happen? You are from dev to production. What will happen? Small application. Or anything, if you want to, let's forget application. Let's forget application. You're developing something in the development environment. You are happy. Oh, it's running in development environment. Okay, now I'm going to push into production. And then users are complaining, sir, bug aa raha hai, sir. So you are not done testing, right? That is where it is coming into picture. Right? You have to do testing before you release anything. Right? You have to check everything is fine. You don't want to give buggy product out there. And release of every product, it needs automation system. Hope that makes sense. Yes. Right? Any queries on this slide?
Testing will happen once this is concluded and before we will not class.
I hope you get said. Okay. This is that. Now we are moving into artificial intelligence, and I think what we interest data scientists about more and how to keep it. I'll take a So this is what artificial intelligence looks like. It's a inside that we have machine learning, inside that we have natural language processing, inside that we have robotic automation, inside that we have IoT and whatnot, right? Competition and ChatGPT. Have you used ChatGPT? What have you done with ChatGPT? What you have asked? Complete my assignment or something. Create PPTs using ChatGPT. Nice. What else? Nothing. Just PPT. Summarize data. See, you put the nice. Oh, oh, okay, okay, fine. You just put print the start and everything. So this is artificial intelligence is like that in a broader way, right? Now what UiPath can provide you? So UiPath already has 70 plus models. When I say 70 plus model, if you want to do regression analysis, you can do that. You can do image analysis, you can do that. You want to do signature comparison, you can do that. I can't say 70 plus names, but yeah. So to be exact, there are 78 models in UiPath, which you don't have to code anything. You really don't have to code. It's just typing out. Right? And then you have bring your own model. If you think UiPath doesn't have anything, you have some specialist model for yourself for your use case. You can bring that model in UiPath and post it out there. And let your code use it. Let me be a good partner with your own model. Okay. And again, like, if you want to integrate with OpenAI, ChatGPT, or Google Vertex, Google Bard, Google Palm, you can do that with UiPath efficiently. Huh? How to integrate? That is not what we are covering today, but we have integration service. Okay, if I go back to one. So in here, if you see integrated management, right? So there's a tool out there. You just have to mention your credentials, and you can start. You will automatically integrate and can start using your own API. This is what about Postman? Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that is the same, almost same tool what we have, but it's very efficient. And also, not only AI models you can integrate. If you have any applications such as Salesforce and any application which is using API, you can integrate with integration services. Any questions? What we have is Wi-Fi government understanding. Let's take an example again. Like, so, for to admission in Vidyalaya, some college, I don't know what all colleges are. Okay. So you take college, you took admission in Vidyalaya, and during admission you submit your documents. What documents you submit? 10th, 12th mark sheet, Aadhaar card or PAN card or whatever. And what else? Yeah, birth certificate, right? Okay. So I think birth certificate is one more thing that we submit, right? Now what must be happening with the documents? What they keep and give back in last year or whatever. Verification is happening. What else? Data entry, right? So someone has to look at that document, like I'm some data, right? And just have to put the data into the system, different system. Someone is looking at the name, then pressing enter and inputting other doing all these things, right? Taking checkboxes and things like that. That is very of understanding in the future. If you want to automate the system, right? You are sending first of all, you might be submitting a document, right? Or you might be sending an email, right? Or scan them and send it, right? It can be any format. It can be zip, or it can be PDF, it can be image, or I don't know what all formats are out there. Right? Something by email or probably. Now, if you're submitting hard documents, someone is scanning for future reference. Even if you leave the college, they will have your data, right? So they're storing it somewhere. Now, once you send this document, if you want to automate this entire process, keep that in one folder and let your robot read this document. And once it is read, also extract information such as name, or your birth date, your marks, or your subjects, and signatures as well. Right? This is what document understanding brings into the picture. Does that make sense? Can you automate? Yes. Are you willing to go to a company one more? I'm a team. Right? Say, I will automate this. But yeah, this is what we can do. So let's understand using one business use case. So I'm going to stop everything for a second. And, yes, sir. on here. That is where the code comes. That is what code is. So to give you an example again, so we understood your example, right? Your perspective of submitting documents, extracting information from it, so I'm putting that information in some kind of data application, right? Let's understand one fashion industry. Everyone do shopping here, right? From where? This curious. From where? Flipkart, Amazon. No one goes to local store nowadays, right? No one. Okay, nice. Very advanced student batch. Okay, cool. Now, if you want to do a refund, right, for a local store, like say a local store in your store, whatever it is, if you want to do a refund, if you want to go ahead and say, I don't like whatever, I just want to return it back. There's a team out there who is doing this process, right? Who is reading your invoices, who is reading your receipts, who is reading what you want to return, right? Matching all this information and then taking a decision. Okay, should I go ahead and make a refund, or should I just provide him an exchange, or should I do nothing, right? Does that make sense? So this is what all the process is all about. Right? Let me just start running this process and you'll understand. Now we have stored these documents in a SharePoint folder, right? All these documents, and you're going to see how easily it is able to extract information. First of all, it's going to classify. Now you're submitting 3 documents. One is what you want to return, right? You're submitting a form, you're submitting an invoice, and you're submitting a receipt. 3 documents you're submitting. So first, it is going to classify all these 3 documents into the respective classification. That is where the classification comes in. That is what AI is doing. It classify into receipt, invoice, and refund form. Once it does that, just confirm that it is going to extract information. So let me start running this process. And pardon me, like I'm on my hotspot, so where it goes slow and it goes back. Right? On the right corner, you can see what exactly the bot is doing. Now, right? The confidence is pretty low, and that's why it's presenting form to you. So it's smart, right? It's saying I'm not confident about this classification. So it throws out a pop for us. If it was confident, so that process it automatically. Now, can you see the classification of it has done? Right? The first page is classified as written form, the second page is classified as invoice, and the third page is classified as receipt. Now, if you think that no, my classification is wrong, you just click on this and change your classification. Of course, this is why it throws out. Once I submit this, it is training classified in the backend, and that's what that gentleman pointed out. Right? Retraining, right? It has to learn again what's wrong. Now here you are able to extract information. Isn't that amazing? Right? This is when OCR comes into the picture. And OCR with document that is able to extract handwritten document basically. Digital documents are pretty easy, but handwritten documents are worse. Let me tell you worse. We have seen, yes. It identifies. We'll show the example. This is one example. We'll see a invoice or receipt in the coming. There are 3 transactions. That's what I mean. It's my, this is form extract. There are 2 types of extract. Just to go in detail, this is little technical. Then you can go regex extract. You know regex? Yeah. You can regex. Second is form. So this is like a template, right? This is template because if the template changes, then we can use machine learning. So here's the thing, right? Do not confuse yourself by using same with a different analogy. Right. So when you talk about machine learning, it's a part of the large AI. Right? Machine learning is not an independent technology from that. Right? So when we talk about using a forms model that uses, for example, right? What you see right now is a combination of when Dilip said this is a very standard programming terminology, right? But because it is capturing something
from an image, it automatically becomes an image-based artificial intelligence input, right? I go further. I'm not only we're not only trying to capture something that is digitally put in, but something that's handwritten, right? Your handwriting is very different from his, from her, and everyone has very different handwriting. To understand what is written there, right? If I have to write A4 and check the positioning of A, right? Your A can be something else. And this is where your machine learning comes into play, where it will try and place it to the closest possible um, assumption, right? So machine learning model will also make an assumption. And that is where it is not as straightforward saying this is AI, this is machine learning, this is RPA. When you are doing business process automation, right? When you're working to automate anything in any organization, you will actually use a combination of all of this to make the process easier, smarter, person-free, right?
Thank you so much for that. So, as you were mentioning, right, artificial intelligence is a bigger term, right? Inside that we have machine, and that's why I showed it previous slide, right? It has RPA, it has OCR, and whatnot. So, if you want to see how OCR has worked, just for technical details, this is how has OCR worked. Okay, and on the left hand side, it also shows the confidence of that extracted field. So you can take a decision. It is able to extract. Let me continue and see. There's one more thing. There's no idea. And then submit this. Now, extraction for candidate form. What is pending? No. Extraction from invoice and this is also pending. Right? So, this is invoice. Now, if my this is entirely extractions, where this is what document understanding comes into the picture. It is using machine learning and it is able to extract all this information. If you see, it is also able to classify this entire address into address and one address and two code, the country and the state. All this is required. I just want to add the context. The reason why this is required is anytime that you do any transaction with any company, right? You have to present a purchase before you purchase, and an invoice comes out after you purchase. If you bought by anyone bought by a car, right? You have a purchase order, and then once you actually get the delivery, also get the invoice down. With every transaction that a company does, so for a company that is manufacturing a car, it will also procure its components from somewhere, right? It will procure steel to make the doors, it will procure engine to build it in, it will procure tires to fit in, right? All of those will come in with a PO number and an invoice. And every organization will do invoice processing. This is the most critical of all automation processes and the most widely used of all automation processes industries across the globe. Across the globe. Sorry, yes, you had a question. Yes. This is where the smartness of the machine learning model / AI model comes into play, because all these things are pre-configured. What the model is trained to do is pick up what my vendor address is. What the model is trained to do, for example, for India invoices, is pick up what we call exclusively that happens in India is GST. Right? You've seen your bills. Now, sometimes your GST bills will also come in two different formats. One will have state GST and central GST, and one will have GST. Right? So, for the model to pick up basis what is written and then apply it accordingly is where your artificial intelligence, is where your machine learning models, is where your pre-programmed templates come to play. Right? So, there are people who worked on extracting information using OCR. Right? Converting that information into a machine-level format and then applying it using artificial intelligence / machine learning models, right? So you actually combine all of this. What you see on the surface is a very simple model that you
full documentation, you can take extraction out. But behind that, a lot of algorithm is gone in, right? As Dilip mentioned, you may have a document that is coming as a digital ready copy, right? What's a document that you actually scan? What do you think is going to be more easier for the computer to read?
No, digital.
Definitely. More easier to read, right? A scan, depending upon the quality of the scan, right? Where you're scanning it, how tilted is it, right? Sometimes if you go into both, I remember doing this at King Circle, right? When you go and scan like 100-page notes, and then because the guy is in such a hurry, he'll be like, and what you realize is the few pages are straight up, the few pages are tilted, right? So it's important that the computer straightens up the tilted pages, right? Before it extracts information from this. All that algorithm is built in to the model. And yeah. Don't get to the last question. Ask me. This is what it is. And in fact, Dilip will actually, sorry? The backend not really, because it is miles and miles of code. Right? It is not something that can put it into a standard desktop. All these language models that you see, something like ChatGPT, that you don't know what's happening at the backend. Why? Because at the backend, especially when you're using images, they're using GPUs. Right? Any image is processed, it is broken down pixel by pixel. If it has the artificial intelligence analytics that done image automation, yeah. Have you realized how it actually picks up anything, enforces it, and then assigns a value to it, a binary value to it. So every small bit that you see here has an assigned value to it. Every cell has an assigned value to it. Right? And then every value is broken down, right, into individual component and then assembled together to make meaning of what the picture means. That is why today if you go in and you use your Google Lens, right? Sorry. What the model does is available. How the model is built will never be available because that comes under patents. You build a model yourself, you would not want to give a free promise. You patent it, you earn in millions, that's another promise. Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. Thank you so much, Mr. for that context. Any more queries? No? So let's see if this is.
Right? Have industry, questions directed here. Right? Think of how it can be applied in industry.
Yep. So this is you will get a lot of information out there. Just Google it or ChatGPT. So already there, and as you said, right, if you want to do some coding, you just go chat it, type it, you give it, right? Anyways, so this is VSIT, right? We are also able to extract the details of VSIT. So what is happening in the backend now? All these three documents are compared against each other and see data is valid, right? To give you again some context, right? Now you buy a t-shirt, okay, and you ask refund for a pant. Will that work? No, right? That is what the mod is doing. It's validating appropriate refund is asked, right? This is the next. Yeah, so the classification station was now confident. This is the second transaction at the classification station was pretty confident that okay, my classification is done right. And here if you see the previous document is different, right? If you see the receipt, that is also different. But the form is also a little different. If you see there is a table out there now. And is able to extract this table also. Checkboxes, the signature as well is able to identify the signature was done. Right? And let's say this and let it run. In the meantime, yeah, so this is the summary what has happened with the transaction. This is what business users are mostly interested in. They doesn't care like what is happening, how document is getting processed. No, nothing. They just want results. Right? So this is where if I was a executive, I would come here and see, okay, my customer order number is 12352, and everything is matching, everything is validated by the board. So I just go and say, I want to approve the refund, right? For the next transaction, nothing is missing anymore. There was no invoice in it. So it is saying that you have contact customer care. The third instance is saying, as I said, right, if you ask for a pant refund and if you just bought t-shirt, that's where the escalation comes. Right? If I submit this, it will go into the Salesforce or the XP and it will put this all data in there. Again, tell the refund executive to contact this person and tell them what happened. Respective of these. Make sense?
So why you're doing online shopping, learning online? Is that shopping at shopper stores or lifestyle, right? And you physically learn this. You will have to physically give the copy of the bill that has been given to you, and somebody is writing that down from the bill versus somebody just scanning the bill and getting the information out.
Okay. But there's one more thing that I need to show you is clipboard AI. Okay, let's go further. I'll see this opening. Okay. Let's go further and discuss about keyboard. So, when you understood what is document understanding? Clear, right? And you can document process. I mean, you can process documents. This is what I'm going to show, but it's not opening. Let's give it time to revive. So, should we take a pause, like 5 minutes? Thank you so much. Guys, just don't go out. I mean, you can inside for 2 minutes. But don't go out. It's very good. We come as a good all that. Okay.
But I know that we're missing a few people.
You can call your
Phone, yeah. So this is again coming back, and this was, I think, the requirement as well. We're going to relate it as much as possible with the industries, right? mining. Again, something like artificial intelligence, something like machine learning, but very relevant to the industry that we're going to talk about. Okay. How many of us here have used any kind of banking or insurance service? Ever? Have you ever used any banking or insurance service? Can I have a show of hands? Yeah. Okay. So if you use a bank or insurance service, have you ever looked into it? Where email, a lot of banks are now built as chatbots, right? Chatbot, using them on email. Have you created with them using what Twitter, right? Or Instagram? People also complain on Instagram, right? Have you done that? No? Nobody? Has anyone here written an email to the bank? Never? Chatbot. You use chatbot. All right. What do you get as a response when you talk to the chatbot? Let's take an easier example. Zomato, anyone? Zomato, yeah. Has your ordering delayed ever? Yeah. Have you tried contacting them on customer service chatbot? Super. What happened? Okay. You can type it. Print. Now, when I am typing, saying, first thing is they're trying to give you a multiple choice question, right? They say, is it your order A, C? You say, it's order B. Then they will say, is it regarding order delayed or taste of the food? You say something like that. What your query has to do, completely different. And it's not taste of the food, it's a packaging. How do you think the bot at the back understands this? And what do they do? Right? How would you feel if the bot does not understand your question? Has anyone experienced that? You're chatting with the chatbot and it just does not understand the question. Banking apps, they just don't understand the question, right? You go back and say, then finally what do you do? You give up and you say, I want to talk to a human, please. Right? Now, when that is happening at the back end, there is also brilliant mind, right? Or brilliant mind working to make this communication more seamless as it goes. Okay. You go and pick up any chatbot from 2 years back. It only has 100 questions. Now chatbots do respond to you even when you have to write it in English, right? You need to type everything in English. You can say, my order late ho gaya, right? And the bot understands this. Have you experienced this? Has anyone tried this ever? Right? You try this, it'll do that. What's happening in the back end is there are teams that are working on communication mining. They're actually picking up this very closely relates to large language models for both classification, intent, okay? On all the parameters, right? So they'll get classification, they'll get intent. Now imagine you are a Zomato as a company. Okay? How many users do you think Zomato has today? Yes. Let's take a very, very small number, 1 lakh. Extremely small number, right? Zomato has billions of users. But it's a very small number, 1 lakh. How many people would they need? Zomato as a company need to respond to every escalation or every call delay that comes in by chat. If the person on the other hand is a human, not a chat, how many people do you think they'll need? Only to respond to these chats, right? What do they need to do to make the company profitable? Cut down cost. Right? Now this art of communication with the end customer or even organizations. Okay? So what communication mining out when they want something, right? My order is delayed. It helps companies to get work done. So this is where a colleague can not only be a human but also a chatbot. That is where the chatbot says transfer to human, right? A problem to be solved. It identifies from your language, whether it's Hindi, English, Marathi, or English, saying, "Mera order late ho gaya," right? And unfortunately, what happens when you get bad order delayed? What happens to the feedback that you give? Decrease rating. Now, would you buy a product which has a very low rating? What do companies want to do there? They want to improve the rating, right? How to improve the rating if you don't even know what has gone wrong? I don't even know of the 10,000 chats that I've had today. 8,000 chats are regarding order delay. I will not be fixing the problem. And here this actually helps you analyze, understand, and because you analyze and understand the problem, they are able to fix the problem. Okay? So this is what we do. We understand an action message at speed and scale. Why speed and scale? Because you do not want the chatbot to take 5 hours to respond. Right? You want to respond. You want a response in the next 3 seconds. And scale because if 1 lakh people are sending a message to a chatbot, it will not say I'm serving customer number 103. Your number is 782. Please wait for X number of minutes before we can serve you. Right? It has to be scalable. Everyone reaching out has to respond within those 3 seconds. Correct? This is what communication do. This is an insight I get from what do you call the insurance case that I was talking about, or the banking case that I was talking about. This is a response that comes in from an email, right? We were talking about chatbot. I'm going to change the context a little bit to bring it to an email. You write an email to customer care. Would you like it if the customer responds to you in 7 days? No, right? Just like how it would need thousands of people to respond to chats, you would also need thousands of people to respond to email. And then all those thousands of them have to be trained to understand what this means, to understand what to do. Right? So here, if I look at this email, it very clearly says it is renewal for next week, but it is not sending me a PO. Right to the right address. What the machine learning model has done here is it has picked up the type as a policy. The email is regarding a policy to renew a policy. So you can actually see here this is about the policy. It also mentions the policy number. It is identified the policy number. Okay. It goes back and it says what needs to be done. Change of address is something that they have mentioned here. So all these things are something that communication mining as an intelligent automation / artificial intelligence tool picked up and make life easier for somebody to react and respond. When I say somebody, this somebody may not necessarily be a human. Okay. Once you have all the context in there, you guys have used ChatGPT, right? You said, what happens when you give ChatGPT exact context? More accurate and response, right? I'll give you my example. I was trying to raise an RTI. Everyone here knows what an RTI is? Right to information. Yeah. You have to go to a municipal office. You have to fill the RTI application within a certain kind of words. Your intent here. What I did is I went to and I said, I want to file an RTI. Please be an RTI applicant and get me an RTI application for excessive fees charged. ChatGPT gave me an application that was at least spanning to 2.5 pages. Right? If I have to take those 2.5 pages back to the municipal corporation, they'll throw it out. Right? They want something that's just nice, precise. Right? To make it nice, precise, I gave it all the more information. I gave it my address, I gave my phone number, I put specifically what the problem was. And ChatGPT gave me RTI response that was less than 150 words. Okay? This is exactly what happens here. Now you have the context. You know that it is bad quality of source. You know that the sentiment is bad. What do you do when somebody is not happy? What do you think organizations do when they're not happy? You got two emails, right? One of them is from a happy customer, one of them is sad customer. Which email is respond first? Sad customer. It has understood the sentiment. It already prioritized what I need to answer, right? It has understood what needs to be done. It has understood that address needs to be changed. Now, it is up to me if I want a human to change the address, or because you've already used my path in the past, right? In the recent past, you've learned how your path works. Do you think this a bot can actually get this understanding? Do you think the bot has all the information to update the address? Look at this side, look at this email. Do you think now I have bot that can actually update all the information on a system, on a CRM? Right? Because to change the address, I need to have the mobile number I have. I need to know what address needs to be done. And there's a follow-up text. Right? So I can actually deploy a bot. I do not need a person to sit back and do it. At best, I need a person to validate it. Right? So validation takes 2 minutes. To read, inform, copy paste myself what needs to be done takes 10 minutes. What do you think will the company do? Will the company invest in people to spend 7 minutes? Or will the company say, I will use technology, I will use somebody to just authenticate, let's do 2 minutes. What do you think the company will do? Use technology, right? They will all to a technology in that case, right? This is exactly what this communication mining algorithms, right? You have a process, you need to understand what is happening here. So as started process, everyone understands that what do you call underwriting? Yeah. You understand underwriting who we are I'm sorry. No, underwriting is basically risk assessment. Alright. And the reason I ask is because you guys are computer guys, underwriting is something that's typically covered under accounting, right? But this is what we do, right? So when you apply for an insurance, do any of you ride a bike or drive a car? Yeah, you have insurance? For a 40,000 rupee bike, what is the insurance amount that you will? No, the insurance covered, the covered ID. Yeah, 40,000. Do you think they'll give a 4 lakh cover for a 40,000 rupee bike? Yeah, that is for estimating risk, right? That doesn't happen. So all these things are what happen here in an insurance industry, right? When we get that, we go back and we change to how the insurance industry is now doing these applications using human only to look at it. Very typical, right? Pass on from one executive to the other. Now, what has happened so far? What did you get from the video you saw so far? What has happened so far? So can I show somebody what is it they've understood from the video so far? Yes, please. But pretty word or the important thing here was analytics, right? When you are subscribing to all these apps, when you are subscribing all these services, you are actually giving out large amounts of data, right? Tremendous amounts of data. So today, you go back to an Amazon or a Flipkart and say, I want to buy something. If I open my Flipkart app, it immediately suggests five things that I want to see. If I open my Spotify, it immediately suggests these are the next 5 songs that you would probably like. Correct? How is it doing that? Analyzing, right? To analyze large language models or large number of items, you need a regression model, you need a machine learning model in the back end. Using this, you are actually solving a business problem, right? If too many customers complain about the service on Flipkart, right? If Flipkart is rated instead of whatever 4.1 right now, if people start rating Flipkart as 0, will you ever buy something on Flipkart? You have not bought anything on Flipkart before. But if I tell you that Flipkart is rated 2 and Myntra is rated 4.5, where will you buy your next product from? Myntra, right? This is what companies are competing against each other. Because they want to ensure that in the end, the customer gives a favorable review. To get a favorable review from the customer, they need to solve the customer problem. To solve the customer problem, they need to be efficient at scale and be prompt. Right? We read this before on the side, and that is exactly what this will help you.
Do you find familiar products here? What we discussed with the graph out there? Find familiar products out there.
Where did I?
No, it won't. Oh, it's okay.
Anyways,
yeah, in the meantime, we can have queries out here, right? So, do you find any familiar products what we discussed about in that graph? So, we discussed like a lot of products. We discussed process mining, we discussed task mining, we discussed idea capital management, we discussed document understanding. Yeah, one. It also includes document understanding, right? Right?
Now, document understanding, something that you guys spoke about, right? OpenAI, something that you spoke about, ChatGPT, right? And how all of them work together in sync to solve a business problem, right? But the idea behind being a technologist is to be able to solve a business problem. If you're not solving a business problem, there's no point in creating or working on technology, right?
Again, we are going to explain the use case. Probably take any industry, right? Everyone has Wi-Fi at their home. कभी गया है? Have you opened your custom contact center? I mean, customer care. So I generally do this, right? Call my customer care. Hello. Basically, I do this, right? Hello, welcome to ABC company. And so how may I help you? So we provide our problem, right? We say, okay, my broadband is not working. When you will require this. So let me put you on hold and let me check what happened. And then they will say, right? Next news you can also that. Right? They will come. Once they will come back, sir. We are still checking. We'll keep on hold, sir. And again, they will go. Right? So you are getting frustrated. Time is getting restricted. You are not doing anything, but you are just calling, doing nothing. what is happening is, first of all, customer dissatisfaction. Customer is not satisfied because he's spending like half an hour, 45 minutes on the call doing nothing. Right? Eventually, as a good customer, you have to give them feedback, right? And you can give them in language or whatever language you want. Right? What is happening there? Employees also getting affected. Employees also getting frustrated because customers are doing, doing some nice language words on there. Right? So this is where contact center. I mean, this is where this contact center support comes into picture. So here in this video, what we are going to see, as soon as the customer calls, I mean, customer calls something, there is an UiPath app. It's an interface which provides you all the details about the customer. So when I call this VSIT company, and as soon as they pick up the call, all the details of that customer is present in front of you. Right? And as customer is saying, talking about his concern, on a click of a button, you can analyze this bill, what is happening in the back, and immediately respond to him, saying, "Sir, this is the problem. We might resolve it like 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 40 minutes." And customer can take this call, right? Both parties are satisfied. Now, what this video is going to talk about entirely is, as a UiPath calls, it's talking about high bill. Right? He has taken a post-pay service. He is getting a lot of bill against it. Right? He wants to analyze why fine is happening. And if the customer agent can provide some nice plans to him. Right? This is what the use case is all about. It is more over. This is what it is. What I should like.
And these are real life industry use cases that we put into use, right? Put into action. And any organization that uses technology to make itself better will keep on updating its technology stack. And there are options.
Yeah. So here, the agent is receiving the call. As soon as you pick up the call, you see the entire customer name, date of birth, address, and everything to be filled out automatically. Right? Now the customer is asking about his concern, right? He has a lot of bills from his service. So there's a button out there saying analyze bill. He will quickly click on that. And ChatGPT or whatever you say, OpenAI or Google, will analyze this entire history and gives out why this might happen. That's where you can analyze the road running in the backend to get all this information using OpenAI or ChatGPT. Now it gives possible reasons why the bill is high. The customer is saying, okay, fine, the bill is high, but I want a new plan that you can suggest which is appropriate for me. So now we can go ahead and see, click on recommend plan. It will give the recommendations. Any queries? What is on you in this? Think. So you were right, I guess. What you said. So here I would like to highlight this is a new interface, right? And agent is working on it, not robot. Robot is working the back end. So this interface is also developed by UiPath. Through UiPath, that is what we call UiPath apps. So you can provide your information in a nice way to the business user using this particular product. Right? And again, you can integrate with multiple technologies. Does that make sense? Any queries? We are coming to an end, so we only have one last use case. After this, of course, it's a very interesting use case. I hope everyone must be aware of it. Everyone knows what customer churn is. Okay, can anyone explain?
Predicting the number of customers that might leave.
Exactly. Good. So, yeah. Ever heard it? No? Can you just be loud little?
Predicting the number of customers that might leave your service or any.
Right. Understood? Right? Got it, right? What do you think when we saw the post customer churn telecom industry? Everyone has seen it, everyone has done that. I guess I myself done it and most of them have done. Just think a little bit. Okay. Someone said Geo, right? Geo made service free, and everyone started shifting from Airtel, Idea, Vodafone, right? No one wants to use the Airtel, right? He made it as there was a lot of customers, right? This is what this use is all about, right? That was in the telecom industry. So here we are using machine learning model, right, which uses regression analysis or logistic regression to go ahead and predict if my services are good, and is my customer going to leave myself back to the company? Is it going to leave the company and move to some other company? So this is what the use is about. So here also we are using customized machine learning model that has been deployed to UI. Makes sense? So it's a short, very short video. We are going to see an Excel history of particular customer. Very short video.
Organizations do not right approach. But in this case, the customer churn.
I would request everyone to read. This is what we discussed actually. And ask if there are any questions. Just to summarize, you can left hand side, my left hand side, your right hand side. So you can extract it is what is going to go ahead and extract customer information from the CRM application. It is going to pass this to the machine learning model. Machine learning model is going to give prediction whether the customer is going to leave or not. And then it is going to update the I'm going to use my term account executive, right, who is managing this person's account, right? It's going to inform that this customer is going to leave, do something, otherwise he will leave, right? So that is what the use case is about. So you will see in short.
System. We got an accurate prediction that we can existing model, and then we update the CRM. This is also here. So our customer data. All the data features are just customer name, contact data, streaming times, methods, and so on and so on. Now, let's see the work. See the role.
Just to show you, like, this is how we track the modeling. It's just a drag and drop, right? You can train the model and drag and drop.
The customer application model.
There is nothing complicated. Once it starts, records and tracking, it is going to open what application, web application basically. And then it is going to inform that account executive that the customer is going to leave or the customer is going to leave. So it will go and record data inside CRM or in Excel. Yeah, anyways. So we are coming in the end of the session. This is the last use case I had. So before I just have one last question. Was the session interesting? Yes. And are you willing to pursue RPA in future as your job? Okay, that's what we were talking about. That's why I had this question first. Okay. So let's go to the next slide. Just to give an idea, right? There is no more RPA. There is no more RPA. It's moving to IPA. That is intelligent process automation. We are involving machine learning, artificial intelligence, and machine learning models inside robot, and that's why the world is moving from RPA to IPA. So all the transition has already started. Very fast now. Okay, and that's why I've written IPA there.
Right. So you talk about industry, you talk about person industry, right? How many of us have parents who are employed right now? Right? Right? Not doing their own business but employed, or if they have their own business, what do you think happens at a base level when you join an organization? What kind of tasks do you have to do? Is it a difficult question? Sorry?
All the manual tasks.
Manual tasks. Basic tasks, right? Tasks that do not involve your brains. Anything else? Data entry. Anything else? Sorry, you were saying something? Guy next to you said something. No. Okay. So when you start off as an RPA developer, right, or when you want to start off your career as an RPA IPA analyst, you have multiple options, right? One of the first thing that you start off with is being a developer, right? Something that you're already doing, something that a lot of you have joined in, download the community version, are trying to play around UiPath, right? How many of us are playing around something or the other UiPath? Trying to do something or the other UiPath right now. So one hand. Can I have show of hands? Just 1, 2, 3. All right. So you guys want to make a career in RPA, you haven't been started working on with RPA so far. Best of that. What you would typically start doing is you start being a developer, right? You start going back and start coding, start writing these business processes and automating these business processes. As you gain experience, you start being a business analyst, right? As a business analyst, you are actually changing the way you think from doing to understanding. You can find out business problem, right? For every use case that you saw here, there was a business problem, correct? When we spoke about your chat, there was a business problem. You cannot impact 10,000 people. When we spoke about your feedback, right, or communication mining, we realized that your feedback will lead to customer churn, will lead to customers leaving you, or will not bring in more people. It's a business problem. When we spoke about invoices, not applying invoices or having too many people to do an invoice process is a business problem. So to understand the business problem and to know what to automate is something that a business analyst does, right? Then you go back and become a process consultant, where you are not looking at what to automate, you are looking at the entire process end to end, and you're looking at process re-engineering, right? Give me an example of process re-engineering. Process re-engineering can be something. What is the way right? I've seen me, right? Correct? But look at how cycles work. Has any of you seen a cycle? What it should look like? 151 years back. You think that does it? You think they had to break bars and alloy material? That happens when you re-engineer the process. That happens when you re-engineer the product, right? You make it more efficient. You make it faster. I'm not sure how many of you saw this, but Bombay or Mumbai rather runs on AC loads now. And AC, I don't mean air conditioning, I'm implying alternative current. Right? A couple of decades back, all the trains used to work on DC. Right? Why did you switch to AC? Wastage of current, right? Also, very high voltage passing. If you want to make it something that does not waste current, make it more efficient, so more trains can run. Because a DC train would take anything between 5 to 10 seconds to leave the station, an AC train takes up to 3 seconds. Right? The pickup of these trains is faster. This is what a process does. They go back, they understand the process, they say, can we eliminate waste? Can we revisit how things are done? Right? Then where you not only look at the process as a whole, you look at the entire gamut of the mapping. So you're not only looking at, whether I should automate something, looking at what are the costs involved to automate. Where do I get the infrastructure or hardware from? Right? Your hardware cost will be a cost to the company. If you are suggesting that we'll use ChatGPT for everything, and ChatGPT is charging you $4 for every call you are making, do you think the company will want to retain a customer or retain ChatGPT? Right? So this is what a solution architect does. Then you become a project manager, where you are going back and you are implementing process at scale. So you've got business analysts with you, and you've got developers with you. And you are managing not one, but multiple automations happening. And you're also at the same time ensuring the automations don't break or fail. Right? Every time a technology, even the best that you're using right now on phone, it breaks, it fails. That's why you have updates. That's why you have security updates. Right? So you want to make sure that they don't break or fail. And all that is done by infrastructure, the project manager. If anything breaks or fails, you have a support team. Right? To understand how to maintain all this in the backend, it's not as simple as just running my automation on my laptop, right? Because my bot is sitting on my laptop, but my code or my administration is happening through cloud. You want an infrastructure engineer and something that Dilip covered. Before you put your code into what happens, so you got to become a tester, right? When you become a tester, ensure that something that's put into production does not break. Right? So these are the options that you have with you, right? One of the easier ways to get here is to go back and get your certified, become a UiPath certified professional. Even if you do not want to go and become a UiPath certified professional because of whatever reasons, you can get at least UiPath level diploma certificate, right? For that, you need to go to UiPath.com, academy.uipath.com, sign up, download the version. It's available for you to for free, right? Build your own automations, learn, practice, use the resources that we have. We got talks.uipath.com, we got forum.uipath.com. Use the resources, learn, perfect your coding skills, perfect your logical application skills, and then go back and become a developer. And that way you'll have more and more, how do you say, career options open to you. Any questions? Anything from your career perspective? Anything from the industry perspective that you guys are looking for from this session and you think it has not been delivered? Any questions on UiPath as a product? Any questions on AI, ML?
Just a question from me. Would you like to have another session like this? Just asking. Hands-on sessions.
Hands-on session. We'll be happy to kind of facilitate that, right? But for that, we need you to get at a certain level. Be at a certain level. I'd expect all of you to go back, download the UiPath community version, have a couple of use cases that you work on, right? Identify problems in your day-to-day life that you think automation can solve, right? And then let's come back, have a review. Let's look at a few cases. We have a hackathon with you, right? So we will have you work on multiple use cases, and you, whatever the best use case probably wins, right? We have a contest, right? But for that, you need to take the first step. As I said, when I'm talking to you, it is your responsibility to come back from this session. Philip can say how much I want, can say how much I want. If you're disconnected, if you're disengaged, if you're not interested in taking something back, it's just a waste of 2 hours, right? With that, I'll conclude this one. Again, any questions, anything, we're open for feedback, we're open for questions. Just yes, please. Yes. Good question. This is what we used to allow till about 2018. Okay. In 2018, we decided not to allow task manager to run jobs. Can you tell me why? Very smart. It's a security risk, right? If I, as an administrator, I assigned a job. Everyone here gets BMC water, right? There's a specific time for the BMC water to come into your houses, right? For some areas it comes at 3 o'clock in the morning, some areas it comes at 4 o'clock in the evening. Now imagine, instead of the administrator managing the water flow, somebody decides I open the flow of water whenever I want at my house. What happens there? Some areas are flooded, some areas are drought, right? Some areas might not get water at all. To ensure that every resource is managed well, there's no leakage of resources, there's no what do you say, uh, overusage of resources. We ensure that the control remains with the administrator, and therefore it can be used or triggered only by the orchestrator.
Also, the point of maintain comes. Now you're going to maintain the automations here. Everyone is running it. No one has a track. No logs. You have logs inside your machine. Like, no centralized monitoring systems.
All right. Any other questions? All right. If no further questions, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being great students and listening. And